What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Gator back with another vlog, and on this vlog we will be reviewing the Cataclean restores and maintain exhaust system and performance liquid. Yes, that's what we will be reviewing today, and this is a non-paid review, so I will be giving my real authentic review on this. This is a non-paid review. And I'm gonna end up showing y'all the PO code I got. I'm gonna hook my monitor up and show y'all on my truck. For anyone new to the channel, I've been having this truck for like 9 years, 8 years, or whatever. It's a 2014 QX70 Infiniti. And I got it when it only had like 20,000 miles. So, you know, a lot of miles that's on it is like highway miles. It's well maintained. I just recently started using it like a year or a year and a half ago as a work vehicle because everything kind of slowed down with the auction. So I'm driving this a lot to work now. As y'all can see, it's pretty dirty today from the bugs and all that. And then it's been raining today also, if y'all can see. But yeah, let's get back to it. I'm gonna be reviewing this. I had watched a couple of YouTube videos about this product, and I read the comments, and a lot of people said it worked. But like I say, I don't know if they were paid to say that or not, but this is a non-paid review, so I'm gonna give y'all my honest review on this stuff. We'll get in the car shortly. I'm gonna hook my monitor up and let y'all see exactly what it's reading. Then we'll go through the steps together, as y'all notice, and I'll read them out to y'all, because I watched, like I said, a couple of reviews about it. It has easy directions to it. It says empty contents of the bottle into the fuel tank at a quarter full of approximately 4 gallons. Drive normally for 10 to 15 miles, then refuel. Use 2 to 3 times per year for optimum performance. Performance results are dependent on driver habits and vehicle conditions. So the car is like under a quarter tank, so I'm gonna put like $5 or $10 more in it, because a lot of people that reviewed it said follow the directions as it says. So I'm gonna make sure it's on a quarter of the tank. Then I'm gonna drive it to on the other side of town. I gotta meet someone, and that's like 10 or 15 miles, and then I gotta drive back. And then on the way back, we'll just refuel it and top it off and see if it knocks the check engine light off. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what my monitor is reading, and then I'll turn y'all back on. Make sure if y'all new to this channel, make sure y'all hit that like button. It's free. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It's free, and hit that notification bell. It is free. Cut y'all right back on shortly. So I made it in the vehicle. I hooked up my DTC monitor or scanner, or however you want to call it. I bought this from O'Reilly years ago. I think I paid like $200 or something. It may be cheaper now, but for anyone that needs to scan their vehicle when the check engine light does appear on the vehicle, you could go to any O'Reilly, any AutoZone in your state, city, or wherever, and you could walk in and just tell them you need to scan it and see what your check engine light is on for, and they'll walk out there and hook it up and tell you the reasons for free of charge. So let me repeat that. You could go to any O'Reilly, AutoZone, or CarQuest, or whatever parts store is in your city or state, and if your check engine light comes on like mine is and stays on, you can walk in there and tell them you want somebody to hook this monitor up, this scanner up to your vehicle, and let you know the reason why your check engine light is on, and they will do it for free. Just in case anyone didn't know that. And I did purchase this product. Like I said, this is not a paid review. I purchased it from AutoZone, and it was $30, right at $30 with tax. So, all right, I got my monitor hooked up. I got my engine in the on position. Don't crank the vehicle up. Now let's see what it says. Go through the steps of the scanner, and it's gonna show you exactly what it says. So P0430, that's the code I'm getting. And it says 2 codes, but as you can see, it says 1 of 2. And then when I swipe down, it says 2 of 2, and it's the same code. Catalytic efficiency below threshold, bank 2. It's the same code for both of them. Confirmed permanently. I looked it up, and it says it could be a O2 sensor, or which is an oxygen sensor on the exhaust. And I've been noticing this vehicle gas mileage has been terrible. Like I could fill it up, top it off, $70, $60-something, whatever it take to fill it up. And within 2 days or so of me not driving really that far back and forth to work or so, I'll be back on E. So I noticed that, but the car isn't really running different. It's just the gas has been bad. And the only time I feel like a rough idle is if I have the car in park and I crank it up, I'm sitting in the car for a minute. Like if I pull up in my grandmother's house and I'm just sitting in the car and it's in park, I feel like a little rough idle, but it's not bad. But so far as in driving the car with the check engine light on, it doesn't affect the car. It's still, if I get on the interstate, still goes 80. It doesn't hold back any power or no issues at all like that. So I would say it's not a severe like issue where it needs to be fixed immediately. So that's why I'm going through this process of trying to do this, because if anyone knows, this is almost, we'll say, the cheaper route because it's $30. But if I go to a shop asking them to change anything dealing with my Catalytic converters, they might tell me anything and they'll probably charge me thousands, because it's a lot to get Catalytic converters changed or took off of this. And if it's an O2 sensor, I already priced it for this vehicle. It's like $107, which isn't bad. I'll just get the one that's on bank 2. I get the upper and lower because it's 2 O2 sensors on each exhaust on this vehicle. So I had to get an upper and a lower or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get this situated. As I told y'all, it's under a quarter, so we'll go to the gas station, put like $10 in it or so to get it to a quarter. And then when I go to the gas station, I cut y'all back on. We go pull this in and we go take a ride, and I'll let y'all know how it do. Stay tuned. So I made it to the gas station finally. We are at the gas station, and as y'all can see, I only have 6 to 8 miles to empty. So we go put about $10 more in here to get it to a quarter. We want to do it as close, as accurate to the bottle says as the people said on the other YouTube channels and stuff that I watched. And then I'm gonna give y'all my full review, see if it really works or not. So I'll turn y'all back on after I put $10 in here. Then we go take a ride, which will be over the 10 or 15 miles that they say ride after you pour this in there, and then you will top it off after you do that. So stay tuned. So as y'all can see, I put $10 in there, which was 2.9 gallons. It said get close to 4 as possible. We're finna be opening this and pouring this up in there. And we gonna see what this gonna do, y'all. We gonna see what it's gonna do. Never been open. And this is not a paid review. This is not a paid review, y'all. It's open. All right. Got that open. Let's go ahead and get it in there. Nothing else, all up in there. empty. I keep that on the floor. Let's see if it works. Back here, still at the gas station. Sorry, a step I forgot to tell y'all that I also watched, that I need to sit in the car and rev the motor up to 2,000 to 3,000 RPMs for at least 2 to 3 minutes before I start driving it, to let the Cataclean circulate through the system. So that's what we gonna be doing before we pull off from the gas station. I'm gonna try to let it rev up to 2 to 3,000 in between or however RPMs for 2 to 3 minutes before we pull off. And let's see what it do. I definitely got that needle close to a quarter now, if y'all can see. Yep, got it close to a quarter. It went up. I think my reading is wrong with the miles, the range of miles I have left. Y'all know it was on 60 something, and I put 10 in here. It went up to 71. So, but that may be because I changed the fuel pump about 6 or 7 months ago. So it may be a little off. Yeah. We'll rev the motor up, like I said, 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll start driving. I'll cut y'all back on after. So guys, I just got done letting it rev up between 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs for 2 to 3 minutes, and I am catching the interstate while I'm going, so it'll be between 2 to 3,000 RPMs anyway for the next 10 to 15 miles while I drive. So we'll see what this thing does once I make it, and I'll be going back to the gas station once it gets around 151,000 miles and 151,055, because we were at 151.40 when I was at the gas station. So around 151.55, because it says between 10 to 15 miles. Once it get to that, we'll fill it back up. Stay tuned. What's going on, fam? So I'm still on the interstate. I done hit my 15-mile marker with after putting the Cataclean treatment in the gas tank. I done hit my 15-mile marker. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah. And I've been doing like 80 to 90 the whole time, so it's been between that 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs the whole time since I turned y'all on. I jumped on the interstate, so look like we'll be going at least about 20 miles, 25 miles before I make it, and then we'll top it off with some gas, and I'll cut y'all back on after that, and I'll probably be at the house or however, and we'll see if the check engine light goes off by itself, or will I have to hook my scanner back up and cut it off. And hopefully it doesn't say permanent, because when it says permanent, that means if I cut it off after I drive like 50 miles or 100 miles, it'll come right back on. So that's like pointless. So we'll see if it says confirmed, or if it clears itself. I'll cut y'all back on and let y'all know. Stay tuned. What's going on, fam? So we done made it back to the gas station on the other side of town. I thought we were gonna just go 15 miles, but I went an extra 19 over. I was supposed to stop at 151,055. So we went, oh no, I went 14 over. So we should be good. Now I'm finna go ahead and top the car back off. As y'all can see, we got 104 miles into empty. So I'm finna go ahead and top it off as the instructions say. And then we'll have to take that ride back home. And I don't know, like I said, if the check engine light is gonna go off by itself, or will I have to hook my monitor back up, my scanner back up to it. And long as it doesn't say permanent, I guess, and I could delete it and it won't show back up. But if I scan it and it still says permanent, that means the check engine light will go off, but after me driving 50 miles to 100 miles, it'll come back on for the same reason. So I wouldn't even want to clear it out for that if it says permanent, but I'll let y'all see what it says once I make it back to the house after filling it up. Stay tuned. So I just filled the car up, 17 gallons it took. So now I get in the car and see if this check engine light done went off. It might have went off, I don't know. We gonna see. We will see. Nope, check engine light is still on. So, like I say, we'll drive it to the house, and it is on full now. We'll drive it to the house and see, I guess once the Cataclean circulates through it some more, will the check engine light go off by itself, or will I have to rehook my monitor back on and clear it off? Stay tuned. So we done made it to the house finally, y'all, and guess what? The permanent code done really went off. It just got this confirmed code, which means if I keep driving and the permanent code never shows back up, the check engine light will go off, or I could cut it off on here, and once it goes off, if the permanent never shows back up, that means the light will never come back on. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just ride around with it on tomorrow for a while until it reached like 50 miles, because I don't have much. If y'all can see that, we at 151,101. We were at 151, I think 70 when I put the gas in it. So we drove like 30 miles so far since we put the treatment in and filled back up. But when we put the treatment in, we was on 151.40, so we drove 60 with it actually in. So yeah, but like I say, the check engine light is still on, but it is not showing permanent on my scanner no more. So I could clear it and knock the check engine light off, but I don't want to do that. I want to see if it's gonna go off by itself. So I'm gonna see tomorrow and I'll cut y'all back on. But I can say this Cataclean product really does work. It really does. Stay tuned. What's up, fam? So I've been driving in it. As y'all can see, I done added like 30 to 40 miles on it since last night, and the check engine light is still on. But like I told y'all, it's just saying confirmed, it's not saying permanent. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off with my scanner, and once I drive back to the house, I cut y'all back on if it pops up from here to my house, because that's like 30-something, 40 miles or something like that. And if it don't pop back on, we'll just wrap this video up or whatever, because I wanted it to go off by itself, but it hasn't yet. So, but it does work. The chemical, the Cataclean chemical or whatever is in that bottle, it does work, because once I pulled it in and I drove and I followed the directions, it knocked the permanent code off. So yeah, I can say it is a good product. I can say that, but I'll definitely keep y'all updated if the check engine light comes back on soon. But I'm gonna cut it off and then we go drive home and I'll cut y'all back on. Stay tuned. So I just erased the code and I'm gonna walk y'all back through it and see if I can find it, which I shouldn't be able to find it because it's not permanent on here. So no codes found, I'm good. Let's try it one more time. No codes found. So I'm gonna unhook this and then I can crank the car up. And the check engine light should be off. But as I told y'all, if it was permanently on it as it showed on my scanner the first time, I wouldn't be able to knock the check engine light off. It'll stay on. So The chemical did work. It is a good chemical. This is not a paid at all. It is not a paid review. So definitely, if y'all getting this code, try it. Y'all see the check engine is off. Yes, sir. And like I say, I'll cut y'all on after I drive back to the house. Y'all see the mileage is 151,139. So it'll be a change when we make it back to the house. It should be around 151, 160 or something. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. So as y'all can see, the light is off. The check engine light is off. I had to cut it off with my scanner, and as I told y'all at the beginning, for anybody that does not know or don't have a scanner, you can go to your nearest AutoZone, O'Reilly, CarQuest, whatever parts store you have in your city or state, and you can walk in and ask the people at the register to scan your car to see why your check engine light is on, and they will walk out there and scan it for you. Or if you have this same problem and you pull the Cataclean in it and the permanent code goes off, you could go back and tell them to also come out there and check it and erase it if it's not permanently on there anymore, and they'll be able to take it off. But y'all do see I've been driving it. Did like 80 miles or something, 90 miles or something crazy. So the check engine light hasn't popped back on yet. I'm at like a half a tank. I'm filling it up and driving in it, so we good. I will say again, this is not a paid review. The Cataclean product does work, and I am very satisfied because I don't have to buy any O2 sensors or get my catalytic converter cleaned or took off and repaired, because that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. So I will give them a 10 out of 10 review. I appreciate y'all for watching, and y'all stay tuned for another vlog.